This is Opinion City, where pro wrestling gets the conversation it deserves. Real voices, real opinions, live every Sunday.
So, you mentioned your beginnings at the School of Hard Knocks, and I want to go back to that early time right now. Like, specifically some of your early opponents. Like, for instance, after getting started in 2012, you faced future AEW Tag and TNT champion Scorpio Sky in EWF. What do you remember about that match? And did you see inklings of who he'd become back then?
No. Well, all right. Damn, man, I hate saying things like this, bro. Nah, so when I started, Sky was like already to me like a star, right?
Okay.
Like he was doing what I wanted to do. And then it's not. I don't mean it in any weird disrespectful way. He's also like he was a brother. He was a black dude. So when I saw a black dude like at the top, like killing it like that, that shit like amps me up. It makes me want like do that. So when I got to wrestle him, it was like a dream come true. Where like there was like a program, the Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. I would see him on that and thinking like, man, like that's so cool. He's on TV. He's doing all this stuff. And then when I got to wrestle him and do a program with him, I was like, no way, this is real, this is actual. So, and then on top of that, he was such a cool dude. He taught me a lot. He taught me so much, and just was so cool about everything and making me feel comfortable in and out of the ring. And to this day, we still chit chat every now and then. So when I see him on TV and I see that he's doing stuff, I just, hey man, like really proud of you. Like that's so awesome. Also, remember when I beat your ass back in the So I always got to remind him that. But no, he's cool, man. He's cool.
Hell yeah. Another opponent that you faced early on was B-Boy. Like you were talking about how cool it was to see a black dude like excelling. For me, seeing B-Boy as a Filipino excel back in the day was like really cool. So I was really wondering, what did you learn from the veteran back then that maybe you still carry today?
Shit, everything, bro. Everything. My little tiger bomb that I do, I took it from him. Like, he used to give it to me almost every weekend. I'm like, nah, it's my turn. I'm taking this. No, he taught me a lot, man. He really did. I have a few mentors that I think they're my mentors, and he's one of them for sure. And I wish now, because I think he's in San Diego right now, but I wish now that we can wrestle now so I could show him like how much I've grown and improved from back then. So, but I learned so much. My striking abilities is because of him. Like, yeah, man, he's awesome. He's awesome.
Man, we got to get a Mania Week match against you and B-Boy sometime.
I would love that. That'd be dope.
That would be epic. Now, being that Ralph isn't here, he will no longer feel like the oldest person in the room when I ask this question. But bring us back to your super early years as a fan, and can you recall your very earliest memory of pro wrestling?
Not really, man. That's so. I wish I had like, and then I saw blah blah blah. I just remember seeing dudes like Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, like just those faces, but I don't remember like the matches and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that I guess what I start remembering is like the Attitude Era.
Right.
Like seeing dudes like The Rock, Stone Cold, the New Age Outlaws, stuff like that I remember. But I don't necessarily remember too far back, but I remember seeing that. Right. But I can't remember like, and then fucking Hulk Hogan picked up Andre. Like, I don't remember that stuff, But no, it was the Attitude Era stuff, all that stuff, all that crazy nonsense. It was dope. Yeah, it was dope stuff, man. So that time was insane.
Wild. It was wild.
Getting in trouble for saying, doing all that. Right. Like, I'm just doing what they did. They're cool. I'm cool.
Oh man, like I remember back then, you remember how the Brood had like crosses and stuff everywhere?
Right.
Like I went to Catholic school, so I got away with wearing a Brood cross to school because they were just like, oh, that's a cool cross. Like other than the suck it, what other elements of wrestling did you carry into your life back then that were just like, oh man, that's kind of weird now, but cool to look back on?
No, it was just that I couldn't roll my eyes back like the Undertaker. I couldn't do that. So that's like, I remember knowing some kids that could do it, and I was like, damn, man, I want to do that. I can't do that. Nah, I would mimic stuff, you know what I mean? I would do the whole thing like doing
Right,
like
Kane. Yeah, yep.
what I used to do is if the light switch was right here, I used to go like this and then turn it off. I thought it was the dopest shit ever. Luckily, I didn't do it in front of nobody, but now I'm telling everyone so far. Man.
Yes, now everyone knows about it. Right. So then, if you don't really remember some of your earliest memories, do you have maybe a specific match or moment for you that made you really decide that this is something that you wanted to pursue?
No, I was just seeing The Rock again.
Okay,
another person that looks like me. Seeing him on top and stuff like that, and I thought it was awesome. I hate to make it about race, but when you're looking at people on TV and they look like you, it's like
right,
like it is possible for someone like me. And I think that's another reason why I'm sticking around. And I think like not sticking around, but like still love what I do because I'll see young kids, Mexican, Black, they look like me, and then they're just like they'll sometimes come up to me and be like, bro, like it's so dope seeing someone like you, like me, do what you're doing at the top level. It's like, damn, nah, man, I'm just Andrew. Like, ain't nobody like that. How I tell you guys all the time. I denied doing this podcast because I'm boring. Bro. Like, hell nah. But shit, I don't know.
Dude, even the littlest bit of representation can mean a lot to people, so it's awesome that you're repping like that. I mentioned B-Boy, but like it's not like B-Boy was on WWE every week, right? We had Kai and Tai, which was like
God,
a little questionable.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But
man.
Pacific Islanders claimed The Rock too. He's still Samoan.
Yeah,
so we're like, yeah, man, look at our Pacific Islander brother.
You got to, man. That's what I love about wrestling too. Is not that everyone could do it, but there's a mixture of everything and everybody, man. It's
absolutely,
I think it's awesome, yeah.
Absolutely. Now, before you go out there and before you step through that curtain, this question gets a lot of interesting answers. Do you have like certain pre-match rituals that you do before you step through that curtain before a match?
Before I used to try to hype up and like scream to try to get all that pent up anxiety, I guess, now that we know what it is, out. But no, man, now it's just kind of like I stretch, I not that I'm too old, but like I try to stretch. I try to make sure everything is moving. I'm bald, obviously, but I wet myself. It's like my thighs are too big, and I can't let them things burn up,
Sure.
That's it, really. I don't be doing too much because once I go out the curtain, that's when the scream comes out. That's when, because then people feel that energy. I don't want to throw that energy out in the back.
Right.
Sure. Make them feel it. So when I come out and I'm like, yeah, they give it back, and now they're screaming in my face, and I'm like, what the? And giving it back, all good. But then I'm not a good athlete, so by the time I get in the ring, I'm like, oh, shit.
Who are you saying you're not a good athlete? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I've seen you move around the ring, bro.
I got one good cartwheel in me, and that's it.
Oh, stop it.
That's it.
Stop it.
This guy. So you don't have any like superstitions about, coming out to the ring or anything like that? Like how actors say like don't say good luck on opening night and stuff like that?
Oh, I guess if you were to when I get dressed, I go left to right. So I'll put on like my left cuz man, I got so much on. I put on my left knee sleeve, then my right knee sleeve, and then my left sock, and then my right sock, and then my left knee pad, and my right, so on and so on. And then I tape left and I tape right. And then I put the elbow pad, but then I put the right glove first, and now with the left glove. So it's
interesting.
Yeah, if I don't do it that way, when I tie my boots, I'm sitting down, like putting the strings through, or the laces through, I'm sorry, and then I'll stand up to tighten them, and I'll sit back down and do the other one, and stand up, like things like that. But that's about it. I'm not like, like I'm just like, no, I just gotta make sure I go left to right, and then I'm good to go.
I mean, we've had on Diego Hill, who says he does salsa dancing before he goes out to the ring. That was a interesting comment. We spoke to Devontae's, who oils up and does his beard before he goes out. He
that's a dope ass beard, ain't it?
yeah.
Good ass beard, man.
Oh, I touch it every time I see him. He gets real mad. Want to have a dope beard, bro?
Does he mind? Does he like swat your hand away?
I mean, he probably minds, but I think he gives me a little bit of respect, and he just lets me do it. I don't go too high; it's a big one, so I can just
right.
Like
Just gonna brush the bottom, right?
Yeah. Once I start getting to the cheek, I can see him like getting mad. So I'm like, all right, my fault.
Don't want to poke that bear too much.
No.
I wrestled him before. He's strong, man. He's strong.
Yeah, he is.
I was like, dang.
He did mention that he wants to run it back with you.
I do. I would love to. I would love to.
He did.
He's dope, man. He's dope in every way. In and out of the ring. I love that guy for sure.
Yeah.
Now,
Go ahead. What an up and coming star, you know? Like you talk about some of these like young dudes coming up. Like Devontae is gonna make an impact.
Oh, 100%. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. Like,
now,
I got to wrestle that guy. Hell yeah.
Speaking on that though, other than Devontae's, what are some of your favorite matches that you've had in your career so far?
Damn. You know what's crazy is I had a feeling you were going to ask me this. And I was thinking about it, and then I stopped thinking about it because I was like, oh, what if they don't ask me? Shit. Okay, let me see. So, and here's the problem too, is I'm not good with dates.
Right.
I'm not good with dates or remembering like the show name. But like the last Luau show for Blitzkrieg Pro, I wrestled Sammy Diaz in the opening match. That was one of my favorite matches. I was very nervous about it, very scared. Sammy's a great wrestler. And I told it to myself. I shouldn't have, but I told it to myself. If I can't keep up with him, then maybe I should think about, slowing down or getting out.
Okay.
That match was awesome. I loved it. My match with AG or Anthony Green it was Blitzkrieg versus Limitless.
Okay.
That one was great. That's the one that solidified me as not a Northeast guy, but like, yo, I'm here to stay and I'm good at this.
Yeah. That's Opinion City. New episodes live every Sunday on YouTube. And to our Patreon members, thank you for supporting independent wrestling media. We'll see you next time.